Hello, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, some of you might wonder about how do I take care of myself when I'm not well, when I sort of take some time off the internet. Okay, one of the things I do is Jin Jyutsu. Okay, self-healing. This is about taking care of me as a person. So this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to introduce you to Jin Shin Jyutsu. Okay, so this is just going to be a little bit of an introduction. This is a group of cards. I actually got this from a secondhand bookshop, which one of my favourite bookshops where I get all my books and things from, and I found this in here and it was just an amazing find, and I've been doing this for quite some time. This is something that I do when I sort of take a step back from the internet, when I just sort of take a little bit of time out for me. This is some of the things that I actually work through. So I want to introduce this to you. You might wonder, what are these cards in front of on the screen here? But I actually want to start by talking about Jin Jyutsu. Okay, how do we use the cards in book? Okay, so this is done by Waltraud Rigger Kraus. Waltraud, so it's Waltraud Riegger with a dash, Krause. Okay, Jin Shin Jyutsu, practicing the art of self-healing. Okay, so let's begin this here. Let's just do Jin Jyutsu in a nutshell. The physio-philosophy of Jin Shin Jyutsu is a traditional Japanese healing art for harmonizing life energy. Placing our hands on specific points on the body, the so-called safety energy locks, sets the healing flow of energy in motion. This creates harmony and supports inner balance. Jin Shin Jyutsu is a self-help method that can easily be applied in daily life. This book tells you how to use the flashcards systematically. It also offers an introduction to the foundations of Jin Shin Jyutsu, as well as further possible applications of this art. A catalogue of symptoms and conditions allows you to quickly find the proper card for the appropriate self-treatment. Okay, so let's have a look. How to use the cards and book. The card set and book, that's here, practices the art of Jin Shin Jyutsu and offer a glimpse into its philosophy. There is one card for each of the 27 safety energy locks, SELs. Okay, then we've got the 12 organ flows. Okay, and then we've got the 6 depths, and there's 3 cards that are going to help you with the self-help. On the front of each card you'll find the meaning and the location of the respective safety energy lock or organ flow, as you can see here. On the back you'll find some simple applications. Whoops, not that one. Yeah. So there you've got the front and there's the back. Okay, and on these ones here, the organ flow. So here you've got the front, and then the back will give you some instructions there. Simple applications. The accompanying book, that's this book here that I'm reading through now for you, provides an introduction to the foundations of Jin Shin Jyutsu, as well as further ways of practicing this art. It also describes the circulation patterns of the organ flows in detail. Okay, in learning the connections, in order to learn and understand the connections inherent in Jin Shin Jyutsu. Select one or more cards to read daily. The cards depict the safety energy locks, the depths with their respective applications, as well as the individualized body function energy. Flows, organ flows. By repeatedly studying the cards, you will familiarize yourself with the various aspects and symptoms that go along with the respective safety energy locks and organ flows. The safety energy locks that we've got here. Find the location of any given safety energy lock on your body and hold it for about 3 to 5 minutes. If you're already somewhat experienced, you may also hold it until you feel a pulsation under your fingers. Repeat holding the same safety energy lock for a number of days so that you can better memorize its place and meaning. Each safety energy lock has physical and spiritual correlates that are harmonized by holding it. Now that's called jumper cabling. In order to support the effect of the selected safety energy lock, you can also hold the combinations of safety energy locks or the corresponding fingers indicated on the backs of the cards. Okay, now to do with the flow and energy cards here. Select a card with a flow and follow its circulation pattern with a finger along the body. Okay. You will find exact descriptions of the various circulation patterns below. Page 66. Repeat the exercise for a few days so that you can better memorize any given flow. In order to harmonize your bodily energy, you should also practice the various self-help sequences and hold the appropriate fingers as described on the cards. Holding the safety energy locks and jumper cabling, the organ flow sequences are also suitable for daily self-help. You can thereby dissolve energy blockages at large, harmonize and strengthen your bodily energy, and prevent discomfort and illness. If you have no particular symptoms, you can go through the energy locks and flows one by one, or you can simply select one card for the day. Harmonizing symptoms. If you have a specific physical or mental emotional discomfort, look for the symptoms on the index cards and select the specified cards. There you'll find the applications that serve to harmonize the symptoms. Should the symptoms not go away after holding the appropriate safety energy locks, or should they persist, make sure you get professional medical help. That's very important. If you've got anything serious or you've got something that's persistent, please make sure that you get the correct help that you need from the correct professional. Okay, these are I'm just going to give you a little bit of tools just to help you sort of maybe unlock the energy blockages that are within your body, maybe ease some of the pain a little bit, maybe help you on some level mentally. So these are just going to give you a little bit of a jump start to your healing process. This is something that you could do every day, but do make sure that if you've got anything that's persistent or anything that's underlining to your health or well-being, make sure you see the professional. Super, super important. Okay, connection to the depths. Okay, so now we're going to go through the depth cards here. Okay, so the first one, so connection to the depths. In Jin Shin Jyutsu, the various forms of expression of energy and degrees of energy density are called depths. These depths are correlated with the safety energy locks. Flows, elements, and colors. If you'd like to explore the connections between these various aspects more deeply, follow the color codes at the top of each card. All cards with the same color indicate a link to a specific depth. For example, all the yellow cards here are element earth. Okay, that's the first depth. Then we've got the second one, which is this white grey. Second depth is air. Then you've got green, which is your third depth, and your element is key, ether, wood. Okay. Your fourth depth is your element water. Then we've got now there's two slightly different ones here. You've got your fifth depth here, which is your fire. and then you've got your primordial fire. Okay, so that's your difference there. Okay, so all cards with the yellow top, so you can see here with the yellow top, all contain the first depth. For safety energy lock cards, this means that these locks are born in the first depth. For individualized body function energy flow card, it means that the flows belong to the first depth and thus to the element of earth. We can also use the book and cards as your daily companion. Simply pick a card for each day. Each card contains philosophical words of inspiration. These can be used as the basis for meditation. So you can see here at the bottom here, we'll have an affirmation, for example. So we've got safety energy lock 1, okay, that we looked at. So what it's got a meaning, a location. All creation emanates from unity. Know yourself as an image of God. There's magic in every beginning. So you've got safety energy lock 1, which is the prime mover connects extreme heights with extreme depths. The location is on the inside of the knee. Okay, so it's on the inside of the knee here. And it says, all creation emanates from unity. Know yourself as an image of God. There is magic in every beginning. Safety energy lock 1 arises from the origin of the main central flow. As the prime mover, it carries the power of unity into our being and allows life energy to descend in the front of the body. It thereby supports exhaling and clears the head. This is one of my favourite ones. I love doing this. This is my first sort of main one that I do. I just automatically do it. Okay, so safety energy lock 1 sets us in motion when we are mentally or spiritually stuck or stalled in any given situation. At the same time, it brings stability and strength and self-confidence, as well as our basic sense of trust. Safety energy lock 1 helps the spleen, kidney and liver organ flows to ascend in the front of the knees. Okay, so the affirmation that you can use while doing this is, divine fire is within me. I am in harmony with the universe. Divine fire is within me. I am in harmony with the universe. And then, of course, on the back is, like I said, it's got the application, when and how to hold. Safety energy lock 1. Physical, when you've got a headache, a toothache, breathing problems, bronchial asthma, shock, knee pain, gastrointestinal problems, colic, hiccups, when you've got hiccups, choking, brings movement into any stagnation of energy. So what you can do is mental and emotional. It does strengthen self-confidence, basic sense of trust and empathy, calms nerves and relieves any stress, which is why I think I do it automatically. So it calms any sort of nerves or anything like that. Okay, so the applications is, you can either hold both cell energy locks 1 at the same time, so that's both knees, right? Or you can hold the left with cell 1 and the right hand, left cell 1 with, that's right, hold the left cell energy lock with the right hand, and with the left the cell energy lock 2, and or vice versa. You can hold your thumbs, holding the high 1 and the opposite 14 at the same time. Helps with the gastro elements, heartburn and colicky babies. Okay, so you can see here with those pictures, you can sort of see some ideas there and what you can do with your positions of your hands. And we can go into further detail of that, but I just wanted to show you what you can do with the affirmations, and then what the cards actually were in depth with that one. Right, okay, so let's continue. The teachings of Jin Shin Jyutsu. The teachings of Jin Shin Jyutsu, which were rediscovered by Jiro Morai in Japan at the beginning of the last century, consist of a philosophical and a practical level. On the one hand, they delineate an art of living that helps us to know ourselves and to bring our lifestyle into harmony with the laws of the universe. On the other hand, they present a system of energy flow patterns and energy points for practical use on ourselves and others to alleviate discomfort and pain. Jin Shin Jyutsu is based in Eastern philosophy, which sees humankind as rooted in the laws of nature. According to its teachings, life is formed out of life energy that manifests itself in various depths and degrees of differentiation, from invisible cosmic forces to the visible body. The human body is pervaded by a multi-stranded system of energy flow patterns that pervade life energy to every cell. A stressful way of life and certain mental attitudes can cause this life energy to stagnate, leading to emotional imbalance and physical disorders. The art of harmonizing and healing ourselves has been passed on orally for generations. Jin Shin Jyutsu, Inc., Incorporation, in Scottsdale, Arizona, wishes to stay true to this tradition and offers lots of courses worldwide that teach the art of self-help. Okay, Jin Shin Jyutsu comes to the West. Jin Shin Jyutsu was brought to the West by Mary Burmeister, the daughter of Japanese parents. Mary was born in Seattle in 1918 and died on January the 27th, 2008. Okay, dissatisfied with her life and curious about her parents' country of origin, she travelled to Japan in the 1940s. Searching for the meaning of life, she met her future teacher, Jiro Murai, in his lectures. Jiro Murai spoke among other things, of the primordial forces of man and their connection to the cosmic laws. Here, Mary felt at home. She sensed that the greatest healing power consisted in living in harmony with the laws of the universe and oneself. Jiro Murai taught an art of living that he called Jin Shin Jyutsu. The name Jin Shin Jyutsu comes from the Japanese. Jin means compassionate knowing man. Shin means creator or spirit of God. And Jyutsu means art. Mary Burmeister, Jiro Murai's devoted student, would subsequently also refer to the art of Jin Shin Jyutsu as Now Know Myself, and philosophy of nature. Jin Shin Jyutsu incorporates all the wisdom, philosophy, and experiences of life. Of course, we can delve that much deeper into an understanding of this art the more we get to know ourselves. But we can also begin practicing it any time, even now, in this exact moment, and with our current understanding of this art of living. After studying with Jiro Murai for 7 years in Japan, Mary returned to the United States and began practicing what she had learnt and passing it on in classes. She opened an office in Scottsdale, Arizona, supported in her work by her loyal friend and colleague, Pat Miado. Harmonizing the body. Practicing Jin Shin Jyutsu means working with our hands, using them to touch and hold our fingers, as well as specific places on the body, so-called safety energy locks, in order to dissolve energy blockages and balance the flow of life energy within us. Safety energy locks are not simply points, but rather larger hand-sized centers. They acquired their name because they shut down for our own safety whenever we overload body or soul. We experience their shutting down as pain or discomfort, which ought to alert us that something is wrong and make us stop and change our behavior. Touching and holding safety energy locks is also called jumper cabling. Unlike other treatments that stimulate or sedate, Jin Shin Jyutsu harmonizes life energy through gentle holding without any pressure or rubbing. Thus, internal bodily adjustments happens entirely on its own. Jumper cabling fine-tunes energy vibration, calms the mind, balances the emotions, dissolves blockages, and promotes self-healing. This subtle and holistic method also strengthens the vegetative nervous system. The art of living. Jiro Murai called Jin Shin Jyutsu an art of living. This means that all people have the ability to creatively shaping their lives. Practicing Jin Shin Jyutsu regularly helps us to get to know ourselves. It enables us to look beyond our personal problems and to recognize the wider context of our lives. It makes the inconveniences of the everyday appear less dramatic and lets us discover lightness and joy in ourselves. Instead of directing our attention to what is currently not going so well in our lives, we begin to see the many little good things. Jin Shin Jyutsu is the art of knowing myself. An art is not a technique. It requires creativity, is practiced individually, and is thus natural and simple. Getting to know body and soul, learning to help oneself. Often we are not particularly aware of our mental, spiritual, and emotional needs. We often repress them and pay less attention to them than to physical discomforts. Thus, we often develop a physical illness in order to carry out spiritual healing. We often sense precisely when a bad feeling arises within us, initiating disharmony, yet we tend to disregard the problem at first, repressing it. Sometimes we get a second or third hint. We must do something about it then at the very latest, but nonetheless we don't, until finally the body very clearly tells us that we must change something. However, by that time it is often too late, because the body has already responded with an illness. Only when the latter has set in, when spiritual worry has expressed itself as physical illness, do we understand. Jumper cabling promotes physical health. It provides for the better care of cells and tissues layers by allowing life energy to flow unobstructedly through the body. It is more effectively detoxifies the body. It stimulates our metabolism. It puts the body in a state of deep relaxation, thereby balancing vegetative and functional disturbances. It harmonizes circulation and digestion. It strengthens the immune system. Jumper cabling promotes mental emotional health. It brightens one's mood. It strengthens self-confidence. It dissolves old behavioral patterns. Harmonizes attitudes, worry, fear, anger, and sadness, and pretense. It dissolves depressive moods. It improves our charisma. Jumper cabling promotes spiritual and mental harmony. It dissolves negative thought patterns, it fosters serenity and cheerfulness, brings about eye-opening experiences, it facilitates mental spiritual clarity, it increases spiritual insight, it expands consciousness. Okay, well, we'll continue that next video. But for this week, or for today, what I want you to do is, let's do Safety Energy Lock 1. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands, okay, choose your fingers here, okay, put your fingers here, and put them on the inside of your knee. Super important to put them on the inside of your knee here, and just sit with that. That's going to be your first thing, is just to sit with your knees here with your fingers. So let me see if I can just move the video slightly, move the camera slightly, just to sort of show you. See if I can show you the knees here. So you're going to put them on the inside here of your knees, and you're just going to sit. Breathing deeply in through your nose, just hold and release, and just close your eyes and just sit with it. Now you're not pushing deeply or anything like that, you're just sitting your fingers here. And sit for it as long as you need to. Remember to relax, Just feeling that energy. This is the first thing you're going to practice. Remember to keep breathing and notice, be aware of your own sensations, your own feelings. How do you feel within yourself? Can you feel the energy of the day disappear? The tensions, the headache. Feel that flow. Your eyes closed, fingers on the energy lock point, the safety energy locks. Okay, you just want your fingers here on your number 1. How do you feel? And relaxed. Okay, so the next one you want to do is you want to do the left soul energy lock 1 with the right hand. Okay, now we're going to do cell energy lock 2 at the same time, which is on your lower back, as you can see here on the lower back. Okay, but we're going to do the left side, and you're going to put your hand, I don't know if I can see, if you can see this. Let me see if I can move this video slightly so you can sort of see. Oh, that's why you can't see, because I've got my, let me pull my sleeve up so you can sort of see. Right here. Okay, so you've got your left hand here and your right hand on your left safety energy lock 1, and you're going to hold that. Hold that and relax. Sorry, yes, your stomach starts to rumble. Things are starting to move within you. Your body may make some noises of some sort as things. You may feel things. Things may be going on within you. So you're going to sit for a moment. Breathing, remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth and get yourself nice and relaxed. And you're going to feel the opening. Now you can sit for just a few minutes, or until you feel the pulsating, or until you feel that your hands, that you've had enough. Your body, trust your body, listen to your body and what it's telling you. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to swap over. So you're going to put your left hand on your right, and of course at the back, I don't know if you can see, put your hand here on SL2. And you're just going to sit with that for a minute, 3 to 5, sit that for a couple of minutes. Remember, you're going to do this a lot longer when you're doing it on your own, when you're doing this later on for practice. I'm just going through and showing you right now so that you can practice this today, over the week. You can practice this. Until you are comfortable with it. So how do you feel? Making sure you breathe in through your nose. Being aware of any sensations that you're feeling in your body, in your soul energy log. How do you feel? And you can do this for as long as you need. You might need to pause the video or stop the video and just continue doing this for as long as you need, while we then continue with number 3. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do here is you can hold your thumbs. Okay, just hold your thumbs like this. Remember to breathe. Now I've been doing this for quite a while, so that jump start sort of happens quite quickly. Okay, so the next one. You might need to pause the video and stop the video while you do while you continue doing whatever you need to do for as long as you need to do it. Remember, there are moments you might need to pause the video for a second, allowing you to continue doing whatever you need to do for a bit longer until you feel the pulsations, or until you've had enough in that position. You'll trust your body and it'll tell you exactly what it needs for the length of time it needs. I love doing this. This is a great way to sort of get yourself. It feels like everything sort of starts to sort of open up. It's a real opening. and there's one more thing that you can practice. Ooh, okay. One more thing we're going to do is holding the high one with number 14. Okay, cell 14, energy lock 14. Okay, energy lock 14 is holding your stomach. Okay, that's a bit hard for me. So I'm going to put that here. And with the right hand on my leg. Okay, so I'm just going to sit that there. So you do it across your stomach, across your... Let me show you this. You can see whether your hand... Oops, no, you won't be able to see that. So you can see there, the bottom picture. Okay. So let's sit and hold that. I just find it very difficult with my... Everything gets in the way. So take a nice deep breath. And just do that the best you can. Now this can be up to 5 minutes per session, per each position, remember? Up to 5 minutes per position. Might take a little bit quicker, but no more than 5 minutes per position at this stage. You don't want to be doing it for too long. And you want to do up to about 5 minutes. Approximately. You know, if it's just over 5 minutes, it's no biggie, but remember, you don't want to be holding it for hours, if you know what I mean. You just want to sort of just jump start your body. Jumpstart the healing process, should I say, and the well-being. Okay, and then you're going to swap over. Keep holding for as long as you need to. Remember, you can pause or stop the video whenever you need to continue. If you need to do it a lot longer, my body, I'm used to it, so my body is sort of jump starting quite quickly, which is why I need to move to the next position. But you may take a little bit longer to begin with, but as you practice, things will start to move a little bit quicker. You'll be able to sort of open up a bit quicker to things. I find as soon as my hands sort of touch these positions, they start to sort of open up quite quickly once I get moving, so I don't, my hands cannot stay too long in a position. When I've been working with a client on some level, it has been all sorts of times, anything from a minute up to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, maybe just a little bit longer, but not too much. So just very, very gently on the body, just, you know, fully clothed, of course. You don't need to get naked or anything like that. Just on top of your clothing is good. You do not need to undress for Jin Jyutsu. For any type of energy healing, do not need to get undressed. The only time that should be any sort of undressing is in regards to a massage on the back. You know, a massage of some sort, of body massage or whatever, depending on the therapist, of course, the massage therapist. But all energy healings should be done fully dressed. Oh, hot stone is another one that, of course, hot stone or massage. But any sort of energy healing should be fully dressed. Just to be aware of that. So the therapist should not be asking you to undress for any type of energy healing. Okay, so that's it in regards to the soul energy locks. Right, let's put this back down to the cards. As you can see, oops, move that right down. Right. Okay, so let me go over the safety energy lock 1 again, because this is what we're focusing on. The prime mover connects extreme heights with extreme depths. Location on the inside of the knee. All creation emanates from unity. Know yourself as an image of God. There is magic in every beginning. Soul energy lock 1 arises from the origin of the main central flow. As the prime mover it carries the power of unity into our being and allows life energy to descend in the front of the body. It thereby supports exhaling and clears the head. Soul energy, safety energy lock. Sorry, I've got soul energy clearing on my brain. Safety energy lock 1 sets us in motion when we are mentally or spiritually stuck or stalled in any given situation. At the same time, it brings stability and strengthens self-confidence as well as our basic sense of trust. It also helps the spleen, kidney and liver organ flows to ascend in the front of the legs. Now remember, the affirmation is, divine fire is within me. I am in harmony with the universe. Divine fire is within me. I'm in harmony with the universe. So this is when to hold the soul energy lock is when you've got a headache, a toothache, you've got any breathing problems, bronchial asthma, shock, knee pain, gastrointestinal problems, colic, hiccups, choking, brings movement into any stagnation of energy. Mental and emotional strength and self-confidence, basic sense of trust and empathy, calms nerves and relieves stress. You've got those applications that I've just shared with you. So that's a little bit of a starting point for you in regards. Let's just do the safety energy lock 1 as your study this week before we go into first steps, and I'll do a little bit more study and all that as well, but I just want to sort of give you one series of exercises to try for the week ahead. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care. Blessed be.